Alrighty, guys. I want to send you a email real quick instead of typing it all out. I thought I would do the technical savvy version. It's just to talk into a microphone, and you can kind of see what I'm doing. So obviously, it was a good time. The guys that went to Eureka Fest, I hope it kind of got you energized, excited. I saw that Matthew emailed me this morning and saying that he's interested in also doing it, jumping on board. It's good. As you guys probably realized, if we do this, you got to have a bunch more people. Probably more people than we have now. You know, we need to recruit some people. We need to get the people that are maybe freshmen and that are maybe sophomores that want to help out when they can. And guys, recognize there's a whole marketing aspect to this too, right? So what I've done is I've shared this with you guys. Yeah, I have all of these, most of the brochures that they did. I've uploaded 9 of the 15. I kind of slack a little bit. Hopefully, I get the rest of them. Uploaded them to there. So it was a great time. I learned a lot. Kind of going to revolutionize the way that I teach. So there's some really cool stuff here. Like this is a pretty good one. Like shows you the brochure about this. But anyway, all this can be found. But anyway, so like basically, we had a good time. I wish I wouldn't hit preview. I wish I would just hit the spacebar button there. But anyway, so at MIT is a fun. This is and they chose the beaver as their logo because beavers are engineers. They build dams, right? That's kind of interesting idea there. So this is that sharks one we're talking about here. Like this guy looks kind of scared right now that I'm taking a picture. But anyway, long story short, this is kind of cool. There's a wand here, a very sensitive wand. It's metal detector, and goes by a conveyor belt. If it finds something that is, this is in a hospital. If it finds something that is metallic, maybe it's going to be a needle, it takes this and it pushes it off very simply into the ground, and then it lets it know, okay, this should be careful with this. This has some type of metal object in it, so it can find all these small devices and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. This one was also really cool. This is for an organic farmer. This is a prototype for a robot that gardens in between the rows of plants. So basically, they have all these Sharpies right here. There's different attachments they have. My favorite attachment was a laser that would burn it down, take the water that's inside the plant, boil it, and so it would kill the plant at the bottom. So that was really, really, really cool. And this was kind of funny. We went to some of the teachers after. This guy teaches in California. He's from LA. This was we went to a bar afterwards, just kind of talk. And this was a bouncer here, right? And he was writing code while he was there working. I thought it was hilarious, like only at MIT, right? So anyway, so I had a great time. It was a really good experience. Unfortunately, I have some difficult news I need to give you guys. It's not the easiest for me to give. It's kind of bittersweet, obviously. I found out about 4 weeks ago, that my wife got a really good job offer in Denver, Colorado. And I was, so I am actually not coming back to Lexington Catholic next year. My wife, so I'm moving to Denver to Monday. I'm moving to Denver on Monday. Now, I didn't want to tell you guys while you were at, Eureka Fest because I didn't want to harsh the vibe or kill the buzz. But I talked with Mrs. Stevens yesterday, and don't worry, she's going to make it a priority that somebody takes this over, and that you'll have plenty of help. And it's going to take a lot of people and a lot of work. So you make sure your mentors, it's not a right for them to do that. It's a choice for them to do that. The people that are going to mentor this, and hopefully it's going to be more than just 1 or 2 people, because it is a lot of work, guys. I mean, that's what they kind of stressed. It's a lot of work. And the nice thing is that if, we can do something smaller, bigger, whatever, but like another thing I told you guys when I saw that, the grant review I shared with you also in a link, they basically said, it says there's no files here. It says it's uploaded. Anyway, don't worry about that. That'll be fixed by the time you get this. But anyway, so all the InvenTeams stuff will be here from this year, 9 of the 15. But I will leave you guys with something. When I talked with you guys, they said our idea for a large animal detector may be too big, too hard, too many variables to solve, and that was kind of the main idea. And I've uploaded somewhere the specs on what exactly the guy felt wrong. So I had a master teacher kind of go through it and tell you this stuff. So anyway, I came with an idea that you guys can take, share, or use, or come up with a different idea. So he said that idea may be too big. Maybe we can narrow the focus a little bit. So I thought of something. I have no idea this is out there yet. I kind of thought of it on the plane ride home. Okay, a couple things. So let's say this. So let's say that this is. I was trying to find Lexington Catholic's layout. I've seen it before, but I couldn't find it real quickly with a Google search. You have an architectural plan for a school. All right. So the idea here is that maybe my new idea is this, and you guys can steal this or take this or run with it or do whatever you want. You can discard it. Go, that's stupid. So if you but let me know if you're not going to do it, because I may try to do it down the road. Because I think this is going to be lucrative. You can make a lot of money. Remember those ID badges we all have to wear, right? Those ID badges. Those have, you can maybe put a sensor in them. You maybe can put a GPS tracker in it. You maybe put some Bluetooth wireless. Understand that the big prototype is going to be much, much larger than probably it's going to be a huge like Flavor Flav type clock around the neck. Like it's going to be big. And then as the technology gets better, hopefully it will get smaller. But let's say you have sensors. I don't know if you guys can, let's just click on this. Hopefully it doesn't take me something stupid. And it did. Is it going to, that's stupid. All right, sorry guys. Bear with me. So basically my idea was that, let's make it bigger. All right, so, is it going to keep it? You would. Anyway, sorry guys. Basically you have sensors around the student's neck, right? And something that can do GPS, locates where they're at all times, right? Kind of like a cell phone can do. So that technology is available. We put sensors out of the door, okay? So as soon as, there's the door. I think if I'm reading one of these schematics correctly. Here's a door right here. So if the student goes out of there, there's going to be a sensor on each side of the door, and it's going to, that student is out of that door, it's time-stamped, it's automatically stored somewhere. So then you could track how long a student's out, how long they're gone, where did they go when they were out, and this could be great for safety issues. This could be great for fire alarms. This could be great accountability for safety for lockdown issues. So this is a really, really, really good thing I think that could happen. And this could get to the point where a teacher takes a role just by looking, okay, all right, so the sensor says that 4 people, my tracker says that 4 people aren't in here. All right, and then you can look in the room and make sure the right person's, the right time. Because you make sure, like, the first thing students are going to do is, like, okay, just trade their badges out. So there's got to be a big picture, a space for a picture. So you guys kind of get the idea I'm going with here, right? And I'll share the idea with you in writing. So this is so using sensors and GPS and student IDs. See, I don't proofread anything. To help track and timestamp students for security reasons and possibly roll. Maybe even have a little advanced clicker that could also be used for answering questions. I didn't finish it out on the phone, answering questions. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, guys, like, this is an idea. If you want to take it, you can take it. I think it'd be really good for security. Be really good for, it could be, hate to say this, guys, but instead of writing a violation, I could maybe just have a little scanner a teacher could have and just scan your ID, and then they can go back later and then just click a button and it automatically sends. It digitizes things that normally have to be hand done, and that's the whole point. Is like with technology, in my opinion, to do the monotonous stuff that takes time for you guys to do. That can anything you could automate that has been being done by hand can be good. And then also what you can do is you can design the software system to organize all this information. So shoot an email to a principal or a teacher when a kid's been gone longer than 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or go to send a text message to somebody, a teacher or an administrator. If a kid is out in the hallways for 2 hours, never goes into class, and never actually steps foot in the classroom. So the software you can build for that. So what I'm thinking, guys, is what I found when I was at the InvenTeams is that we need to know Java, and we need to get Arduino stuff. Okay. The nice thing is, I think they just hired a former programmer from Lexmark. They'll be his first year teaching math, so he'll be another resource. Claney will be a resource. So everybody probably needs to learn Java, and people that aren't even interested in the idea of this or whatever you guys choose to do. Like I said, you just trash it like, this is dumb, this is stupid, don't use it. I'm okay with that, right? Just let me know if you don't use it, because I'm going to use it eventually too. We can try to make some money off of it. I think this is marketable. Anyway. Once again, guys, it's bittersweet. Sorry that I am not going to be at Lexington Catholic next year. I was really looking forward to seeing this through, but just circumstances just didn't work out. But don't worry, don't fret. There'll be a support system for you guys. Okay. So I wish you guys luck. My new email address, I'll put it on the email, is going to be. I'll give that, guys, to you. That's my personal email address. I check somewhat regularly. I'm not going to check the lexington.catholic@gmail anymore. That was one I just had, so I can get access to Google Docs. So anyway, guys, best of luck to you. Please keep me in the loop. I was really looking forward to working with you guys. So just just remember, guys, this is a lot of work, right? And you guys got to do a lot of the work. The mentors don't have time to do it. I know some of you guys, you got to make sure you carve out time in your schedule and be organized to do it, because I know you guys are taking a lot of AP classes, all this other stuff. Get the younger people, get the freshmen, get the sophomores in to help. And go, guys, let's learn some JavaScript. Let's do this if they like doing it. Help me with the research aspect. Make this pamphlet. Let's talk to people. Let's show off our idea. Let's try to get a Kickstarter fund going. All of this stuff. You need more than 5 or 6 people. You know, you guys do the core though. And you got to realize that there's going to be people that's going to be doing more work than you. I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of people that show up every once in a while. They do a couple things, and that's it. You got to be okay with that. And that's hard, because you're putting your heart and soul into this, and they're going to show up sparsely and just do a couple things. All right, and you got to be okay with that, guys. All right. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Please keep me informed. I will be. I'm pretty good friends with a lot of the science teachers, so I will be texting them back and forth. So good luck, guys, and I will talk to you guys later.